It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cleveland. It's the Pats and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 36 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Get nowhere.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run, Chubb, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Pushes him over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Watson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To the air yet again, Watson flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go!
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential match. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew
touchdown, Browns! Jakeem Grant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
That's up. All right, baby, yeah.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 63 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jones throwing on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And that'll set him back 5.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Still first down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Browns defense stands tall. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And, partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time, they have a little bit of extra pep in their step? It's always, you know, they're always... fired up to score, but when you get in twice, it's almost like they're thinking this could be the start of something really big.
Then you want number 3, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Go get it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Oh, and 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He completes it to Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones off the play fake. That's caught by Myers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's brought in by Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. From the 38, Jones. That catch good for only a couple. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw again. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cleveland Browns are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.